Hey guys, this is Trenchy, back again to bring in our video at 3 in the morning as you do. Today I'm doing a very appropriate review of a very uh, really good horror film, which you all know, it's iconic. John Carpenter's Halloween, The Night He Came Home. As you know, this movie was directed by John Carpenter. Deborah Hill also worked on it. It stars Jamie Lee Curtis as our final girl, Laurie Strode. PJ Souls does a totally awesome job playing Linda. You got Charles Cyphers as Sheriff Brackett, and of course the late great Donald Pleasance as Dr. Sam Loomis. Um, Now, what makes this movie work is the atmosphere. It sets up really good atmosphere. Now, I don't need to tell you what the fuck this movie's about. You know it's about Michael escapes from a mental asylum after killing his sister when he was young. He goes to a mental asylum for 15 years, breaks out, and goes on a murder spree. That's pretty much the plot. In his hometown. But the atmosphere in this film is great. The score really sets the mood and really brings the chills. That's what really rewatching this film. That's what really got me was the score. There's also really creepy scenes where Michael's just watching Laurie walk or watching Tommy walk or just watching people walk, and it's very unsettling how they shoot it from his point of view. It's just very creepy. Um, Nick Castle plays Michael Myers, aka The Shape, and he plays him very good. Um, there's just an eerie vibe to the way he moves, and it's just creepy to see, like, at the Bob kill where he strangles Bob and then stabs him to the wall and then kind of tilts his head like he's a artist admiring his own art. Um, just really good stuff. Now people have said what's so creepy about this, but it it really is the atmosphere and how they build it up. It doesn't need blood to really get the creepiness across. It just builds that atmosphere and really has that Halloween vibe. You know, they got the jack o' lanterns, they got the trick or treaters. It does the things so excellently. We really like the lead, Laurie. Jamie Lee Curtis plays her so well, very likable, and her friends are likable. Annie is awesome. She's a very tough, strong girl, and um, stands up for herself, something that Laurie is not. But as we see the films go on, Laurie kind of takes on Annie. She kind of becomes kind of a version of Annie, if you think about it, because Annie was very strong willed, and as the films go on, Laurie becomes more strong willed. Um, and this film definitely set her up to be that. Um, and we got Linda, who is just a fun character. She has her own catchphrase, totally, and PJ Souls just does a great job with that. You think, she's supposed to be like the slutty character. Like usually we don't care for those. Usually they're mean, but Linda brings a kind of charm to her, and they don't exploit her at all. It's done very well. Even the nude scene is done in good taste, if I can say that. This film was done in very good taste. There's a lot of memorable dialogue from this film. One from Sheriff Brackett being, "Well, hey, it's Halloween. I guess everybody's entitled for one good scare, huh? A good scare, huh?" You know, really good line. Um, you got You know, Tommy talking about the boogeyman. You have Dr. Loomis with his he has one. I watched him for 15 years, staring at the wall, looking past the wall, looking at the night, this night. Like, just really good stuff. And I know I'm probably not quoting it correctly, but, you know, just good stuff, you know. See anything you like. Um, just just totally memorable lines, and I'm becoming a meme like the character, but just everybody just kills it in this film. Was that the boogeyman? For a matter of fact, it was. Or she says that was the boogeyman. But, just, this movie is just excellently done. The kills, man, while not extremely bloody, they're just effective. Like when Linda's getting strangled by the phone cord. You feel that shit. Bob with the strangle and the knife through the chest. When he's attacking Lori, that's very impressive. She stabs him in the neck with the needle, and then she's in the closet, and she undoes the coat hanger, stabs him in the eye, gets his knife, stabs him in the chest. Like, she gives him one hell of a fight, and it's really fun to watch. And there is a scene in the beginning that I didn't realize before. They're in class, they're talking about fate, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen the sequels, but in the sequels we find out that Lori is Michael Myers' sister. So it is kind of fated for this to kind of happen in a way. I like how that kind of tied in, and they probably didn't know that was going to tie in that way. But it was fate for them to have this encounter and to keep having these encounters. So I like that little tie in the classroom. Um, the kids do a good job. They're not annoying. And I like how the thing from the other world is playing on the TV. That is a cool little Easter egg there. Very fun. Doctor Sam Donald Pleasance plays Sam Loomis. Great. He's a little bit more calmer here, but he's still out to get Myers. He's still he's Captain Ahab. He's gonna get his white whale, and he knows what's going on. And yes, he does make a couple mistakes, staying by the house and stuff, but he is truly trying to help. He's not. Did he make mistakes in this film? Yes, but he is the only one that is really knowledgeable of what's happening, and he is actively trying to help. And Sheriff Brackett's helping him, but Sheriff Brackett isn't totally believing. Um, so yeah, and there's just great scenes where I love the scene where Dr. Loomis scares the kids away from the house, and he just get this smile on his face. It's like that one moment of joy from him, scaring those kids. Really good moment. And the opening kill itself, I forgot to mention the opening kill, where they have a point of view from young Michael Myers grabbing the knife and putting on the clown mask, and you can only see through the eyes of the clown mask, and stabbing Judith. So fucking good. So fucking good. Um, and then you have the ending where Loomis busts a cap into Michael, shoots him 6 times. Michael falls off the balcony, and then he disappears, and then they start playing the music and showing all the scenes throughout the house. This is just really well done, and it's simple but effective. That's what I gotta say. Yeah, I think that's the right term. Simple but effective, or small but effective. You know, it gets the job done. It gets the fucking job done. What it needs to do. Um, and that's why it's remembered. as one of the best slashers because of the fact that it didn't need blood and guts. It didn't need to be this great action spectacle. It just needed to have a lot of love put into it, and a lot of love and a lot of effort and work is put into this fucking film. From when Laurie's going for the house and all the scares are happening, to the small Michael's movements, to, like I said earlier, the teacher in the class, kind of for what she's teaching about fate and kind of foreboding what happens later in the film, kind of foreshadowing. Um, just everything. The actors all bring a game. The music is on fucking point. The cinematography is great. Just all these different shots, from point of view shots, from looking through windows, from shots panning down streets. Just really well done. And yeah, all I gotta say is Deborah Hill and John Carpenter put a lot of love in this movie, and everybody that worked on it did a hell of a good job. And they made, some would say, a masterpiece. And will I argue that? Well, I will say it's not for everybody. I don't know, but I will not say it's for everybody. I know people that hate this film, and that's perfectly fine. You can hate it, but in one way, in a technical stance, yes, it is. It is pretty much a masterpiece in its own right. And just a great film, and I'm going to give it, non-surprisingly, a 10 out of 10. I think this is, well, not perfect, even though a 10 out of 10 kind of means perfect. I still don't think a film is perfect, but as close as perfect you can get. 10 out of 10. Champion of horror. Halloween. Yeah. I would have had my Michael mask. I don't know where it is, but I plan to try to get these all done and ranked by Halloween, or at least rank them on Halloween. So yeah, tune in next time. Probably not next video, but next time in this little series, we'll be reviewing Halloween 2. You guys have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy, signing off. Beep up boop.